In this video, I'm going to show you how to navigate through this course so that you can be successful and turn in all the assignments that you need. I will also be going over exactly what you need to submit to get the grade that you want. So here we are inside of the class. We are in the Start Here section, and there are 3 videos up here that you can probably see that I am currently recording. You have access to the syllabus. You have the Contact Me section so that you can contact me at any time that you want throughout this class. And you have this very important project instructions. I go over this a little bit in the syllabus video, so I'm just going to highlight some things. Please make sure to watch that video to get the full rundown of what you should be doing and how you should be looking at this. This is the exact same information that is inside the syllabus. I have it in 2 places so that it'll be easy for you to access. So in order for you to get the score or the grade that you want in this class, you need to work on projects in all 4 of these areas. Depending on the grade that you want, you're going to have to either master or develop each or some of, kind of pick and choose of these areas. To master an area, you need to earn at least 80 to 100 points in that area. And then to have a developed score, you need to have at least 50 to 79 points. And then anything that's under 50 is going to be unsatisfactory, and you will fail that area of the assignment and thereby failing this course. So you must have at least developed or mastered in all 4 of the areas. Now, which ones you master, which ones you develop, that'll determine your grade. And you can see that right here. If you master all 4 areas, you get an A. If you master 3 but develop 1, you get a B. If you master 2 and develop 2, you'll get a C. And anything that is not that will be an F in this course. So you have to have a C in order to pass this class. The content that you're going to be looking at is going to be down here. Now you're going to see here that the different areas that you're going to be working with, these 4 areas, correspond with these 4 areas. So to get these points in these areas, just come down here and kind of start building a checklist for yourself. If you are the type of student that says, I'm going to do everything, I think everything on here is valuable, and it is, I'm going to accomplish everything on there, and you should, then you're going to be, it's going to be easy for you. But you might sit there and say, wait, some of this doesn't actually apply to me, and I'm not going to actually go through all of it. I'm just going to get 80 points here or there, or maybe shoot for a B or a C. That's perfectly fine too. That's how you are going to be ruling your world and creating your presence in it. So this is up to you. This is all on you now. So in order to receive 100 or A, or to master a particular level, go ahead and look at the point values that are there and add them up until you get to the desired 80, 100 points that you want, 50 to 79 points, etc. All right, so each one of these is going to have that. Each one of them adds up to 100. So it's going to be pretty easy. If you do all of them, you'll get 100 points. Notice here for the social media, it says 10 to 30 points. That is because you have the opportunity for that assignment to create 1 social media presence. So let's say Instagram presence, and you'll get 10 points. But if you do 2, let's say you add Facebook, you can get 20, or 3, you add an X account or Twitter account, you can get 30 points for that section. Same thing down here with letters of recommendation. If you get 1, you get 10 points. If you get 2, you get 20 points. Everything else is just a one-time point grab for you to work with. So hopefully that makes sense. Now, each one of these areas here, real, networking, interviewing, documentation, are going to correspond with these tabs under the project area. Let me close this down so it's a little bit less messy. So you're going to see real, networking, interviewing, and documentation. Let's say, for example, we want to go into networking. When I click in there, you're going to find a series of modules inside of here. These series of modules correspond with that list that is inside the networking section of both the syllabus and that Start Here page. I want you to start at the very, very top under the instructions, where I kind of go through what each one of these are to help you better choose which ones that you should select and work on for this entire area. So watch that video before you start. Then choose your sections, and you're going to go from there. In order to engage and submit what you need to for each section, you're going to open the section. Let's say, for example, in the My LinkedIn account, just go ahead and click on the module here, My LinkedIn, and it's going to show you this. And it feels like, whoa, nothing's there. It even says no items found. That's because as you see submissions being put into here, other students and other classmates are going to put their submissions in here. that's when you start to see that populated. Right now, nobody's submitted anything, so you don't see anything. One of the things this class relies on is community learning and our ability to do social learning. So if you ever feel stuck and you want to see what your other classmates are doing, feel free to look at what they're posting. Engage with them, give them some ideas, those kinds of things. But we're here to kind of learn from each other, and this is the best way to do that. For you to see the instructions, you have to click on this Create Thread button first. And once you do that, the instructions will pop up on here. And depending on your browser speed, give it a couple seconds so that you can see all the uploads and things on here. Here you're going to find usually two videos. One is the instructions and one is the submissions button, or the submissions instructions. The instructions is a quick rundown of exactly what you are going to be looking at here. So if you want me to kind of walk you through this process, click on that. Those are usually 2 minutes or so for me to do that. But then the submissions button, or not really button, but video, I walk you through on what you're supposed to submit. And some of those are really simple, very fast, and some of them I actually walk you through the assignment so that you have some personal tutoring along with this. What you're going to see underneath there is these different colored areas right here, all the way down to this yellow one. The first one is going to be instructions. They're very simple. You're going to create a professional and branded LinkedIn account. I'm not going into extraneous details because I want you to explore what that means to you. You have a lot of latitude in this class as long as you create it the way that you feel is necessary for your brand and your career, then I'll be happy. Underneath there is going to be some tools that I recommend. Sometimes it'll be recommended, sometimes it'll be optional, sometimes it'll say this is required for you to use. There's some of the assignments are going to be like, I made a form for you to fill out and upload, so it's required that you use that form. Other times it'll be like, you can use Word, but we also will let you use any other text editor that you want. So pay attention to what tools are on there, which ones are mandatory, which ones are required, that's the word I use, recommended or optional for you to use as well. Underneath that is going to be what to submit, what you actually need to submit to be successful. Again, I go over that in the video on submissions. So if it's not obvious through the reading, go ahead and click on that video and I'll walk you through it. Under there, I've got additional resources. This usually comes in the form of links or videos that exist out there on the internet. So I am not lecturing in this class. I'm not telling you how to be, the best you can be according to Tommy Breckheisen. I want you to discover that for yourself. So I've aggregated a lot of information that already exists out there for you to use, or you don't have to if you already know what you're doing, but they're here in case you need them as a reference. There'll also be some links if you need to use those as well. And of course, at the bottom of each one will be an example of what you need to submit. But of course, like I said, in the submission video, I go over that as well. In the start here, I'm going to go to start here. If you come down to the very bottom of the page, you're going to see I have a video on how to submit written answers and how to submit videos and images. Please watch those because I give you specific information on what you need to do in order to be successful in this class. Because if you don't attach things correctly, I will not grade them. So watch these because these are the rules of the class and how I want you to submit things so that we can participate in the projects appropriately. Also at the bottom here, I have a video on how to compress your videos in case you find that your videos are too large and it's difficult for you to add them to the site. And then once you're all done, you have those things submitted. You have a plan for how many points you want to get in which of those areas. If you want to max all of them out, if you want to just get 80s on everything, if you want to get 80s and master in 2 areas, but developed in the other 2, this is completely up to you. You have the freedom and the control to make sure that the destiny that you are trying to build for you is right there in front of you. I hope that you choose to be extremely successful in this class. Please reach out to me if you have any questions. You can always go, and let me show you this again, on the start here. You can always schedule an appointment with me. Just click that and go into my office hours. They'll be updated. And then if we meet virtually, you can meet me inside this link right here. I look forward to having you in this class, seeing all the awesome things you're about ready to create, the wonderful you that you will become by the time you graduate, and just to be on this journey with you. And again, if you have any questions, please reach out to me. Thank you.